Hello, welcome to the Queen Slayer turn-based combat RPG game. The game is out on Steam as early access right now. However, I suggest you guys wait because this game right now is just not good. So I talked about this game on my last video about 20 minutes, and there's just so many issues with this game. Even if they fix all that issue, it's just gonna be okay game. It's not gonna be good or exceptional or anything like that. So this game is clearly inspired by Darkest Dungeon, I can tell. And it's really painful and tedious to play. So this game feels really unfair and unbalanced against the player. And the grinding, the progression, everything is very painful and slow and tedious. So after my last video, I kept playing it. So I played this game about 10 hours now, and I came to the conclusion that I just don't want to play this game anymore. It's just way too painful. There's so many things this game needs to be improved. So I get it, this is early access. But even still, there's just so many things this game got wrong. So I don't even know if the developer actually played their own game. Because if you play this game for just a couple of times, you will see a problem right away. So I don't know. So this is probably gonna be my last episode with this game until they address all this issue. If they address all the issues, I will give it another shot. But until then, I'm just not gonna play this game until then. Because it's just way too painful. So anyway, let's talk about a couple of things here. So I tried the raw floor. This is basically hard difficulty. This is very hard and very unfair. So hard mode where you defeat 8 bosses with 4 characters of your choices. So you have to keep playing with the same party members basically. So you have selected 4 mercenaries to embark on the expedition. So you have the tanker, dealer, support dealer here. However, if you play the normal difficulty, the tanker is actually on the right. So if I put the tanker character here, so once you start the expedition, tanker character will move to the right. So this part is a bit confusing, so they really shouldn't change the position like this, in my opinion. So, and problem with this game mode is once you begin the expedition, so you can choose to get a trait or remove trait, rest. But since you cannot see your party members, I don't know if I have any like a negative trait that I want to remove or not. So let's go for the trait here. So the problem is the hard mode provides no like a healing or anything at all. So you basically just have to keep fighting. So fighting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 battles before the boss is just way too difficult. Because you have no healing. The only way to get the healing is from your mercenary and the relics. And also your corruption is just gonna stack. There's no way to clean the corruption in this mode. So it's just gonna get more difficult as you progress the game. And also another problem, you start at level 3, but you cannot select the pass. So the only way to select the pass is you have to clear the first level. After that, you can select the pass. After that, you get a couple of equipment that you can equip on the mercenary. So the game gets much easier after the first level, but getting through the first level is actually really difficult. Because even though your mercenary is level 3, since you cannot select the path, and since you can't release, since you get the random trait at the beginning of the run, sometimes your mercenary will have like a very bad negative trait, and you basically just have to restart the run. And also another thing is that you cannot go back to the main menu once you start the run. The only option is to quit. The only option is to quit. So if you want to restart the run, you basically have to quit the game and restart the game. So that's another thing they need to fix for sure. So the raw mode difficulty seems just way too unfair, way too difficult in my opinion. The first level you can get through it somehow, but after second level it gets slightly easier. But after third level it just becomes almost impossible. So unless you have the right party member with the right setting, it just gets way too difficult. You gotta have at least like one healer in your party. And you gotta have lots of like AoE damage, mercenary, otherwise you just can't clear the enemy fast enough. And most enemies after the first area will have some sort of AoE, CC, dot damage. So it just gets way too difficult after that. So I don't know if they actually play the game because it just feels so unfair. Really unfair. It's really hard to overcome some of the encounter. So when the enemy start first and they just deal like an AoE CC, then your party just doesn't have a turn to play. They just keep AoE, crowd control, dot damage, and they just keep doing that, and it just becomes unwinnable in that situation. So I don't know what the developers were thinking basically, because after second stage, the things just become way too difficult, way too crazy, really fast. So yeah, and also there's a couple of bugs in this mod as well. So there's just so many issues. So many issues. Okay, so this is gonna be my last run before I stopping the series for now. So if they fix all the issues and things that I talked about, we'll come back and check out the game again. But until they do that, this is gonna be my last episode for now. Anyway, so Graveyard, I actually managed to lose to two mercenaries here. So this guy I lost because enemy started first and they just focus fired on the Nyx, and there was literally nothing I could have done to save her. So that's how I lost her. And the Nystra mage, this guy, I think this guy was level 5, and I lost this guy because of the corruption system. So if you get the corruption to 100, you have a choice between try to overcome the corruption, and if you fail, you get the negative trait, and your HP is also reduced to 5. And or you can just choose to take the negative trait. But the chance of overcoming the corruption was pretty high with this guy for some reason. But I had like 66% chance to overcome the corruption, so I gambled and I lost the gamble, but I failed. And the problem was it reduced your HP to 5. The problem is the negative trait that I got was the minus like 8 HP or something like that, and it literally just kills your character. I'm not kidding. No last ember, no destro check or anything like that. It just kills your character right away. So that's how I lost character, which seemed really BS in my opinion. So that probably needs to be changed, because you get the negative trait and it just kills you because the negative trait is minus 8. The negative trait has like a minus HP on it. It just kills your character if you get that. That seems really unfair. And with the death door, like the last flame or last ember, whatever, that's basically the death door system. Also, that has a chance to not trigger at all. So with the Darkest Dungeon, you have at least like a one death door check So you're kind of guaranteed to trigger one death door check, but this game doesn't have that. It's just random. Sometimes it triggers, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it just kills your character right away. Sometimes you get the last ember, so it's very random. And once you get like a first last ember check, second time you're just gonna die basically. So I don't know what they were thinking with that system. They are trying to imitate the Death Door system from the Darkest Dungeon, but it's very poorly done in my opinion. Anyway, that's that. So let's do the one last quest. Here we go. Well, this doesn't look good. So I have to fight harder battles here. I can rest here, so that's good, but taking this many battles is not ideal. I will try though. I will try. So you will die. So let's try to stun you. So you are guaranteed to die. The 9 damage. Okay, so you are guaranteed to die too. Okay, let's try to get some armor here. Okay, that was pretty easy fight. There. Pretty lucky. Let's go for the critical hit chance. Now the things are gonna get more difficult for sure. Oh, same group actually. Okay, not so lucky this time. Okay, nice dodge. Okay, stack the armor. I really want her to go first, but yeah, I have no choice, so then the fight. Okay, that was pretty good. Now let's go for the speed. Okay. Double elite fight. Ooh, that's not good. You go first. There's no way to stun you, so we just have to take the damage. Okay, let's go for extra armor here. This guy is about to heal. I think that's a bit of an issue. %. Okay, nice start. Clearly, dude. And if you get really unlucky, you can easily lose the game because you're not guaranteed to hit the target. Okay, we took some damage, but that's fine. Mm, let's go for you. Okay, another fight like this. Okay, pretty good first turn. I think we can knock him down. Yeah. So you're gone. Okay, reduce the damage. And of course, you just crit. I don't know, like the enemy like have like a 20%, 10% crit chance or something like that. But they just crit a lot, in my opinion. I don't know, it just feels like they crit more than 20%. It just doesn't feel like 10 or 20% most of the time. Okay, so we can take rest here. Yeah, let's get the heal. Yeah, we have a decent amount of armor. Problem is, most enemy has some sort of like a CC or like a dot damage, so armor doesn't really help you that much. I mean, it's better than nothing, to be sure. Okay, this is kind of difficult. I think we just have to go for it, yeah. Okay, got the blind. And also, it doesn't seem like enemy has like a restriction on their skill. So we have the restriction, we can only use certain skill, certain amount of time. But it doesn't feel like enemy has that kind of restriction. So 6-3, I just need like a small tap. You got that. I just need a small tap here. Okay, that's only 20%. But we have nothing else to do, so. Get extra armor. Let's go for the attack. Okay, Queen of Flower, boss. Yeah, this is the problem. Every single one of this enemy has AoE skill. And it's just going right away. There's literally nothing I can do to stop this. And I can't really kill them fast enough. I can like try to maybe like stun one of them, but so it says it's like a toxic, but I actually got to bleed. How fun! Every one of you has a AoE skill. So 3, 6. You gotta die because I know this guy is gonna heal. But you act on the last, so if I can just kill this guy, 6. Yeah, just kill this guy. Let's focus you down. Really? Okay, got that. Yeah, I think we got it. I think we got it. Because of the balance system, once you get rid of all the other enemy and just the boss, if you're just dealing with like a one boss at the time, it becomes really easy because of the balance system. Really wish I can keep the items. And so yeah, that's it. I mean, I can try to beat the Underground Queen, that's like a second boss, but problem is, after I beat the Underground Queen, I'm gonna advance to the next area. And next area is gonna be more difficult, so it's gonna be much more difficult for me to grind in the short area, because the enemies gonna get more difficult. And that progress is just so tedious and slow because I just get one charge after I finish one expedition. So I need to heal Morrigan, Dahlia. Okay, where's the other one? So Mograine. So I need 4 charges. In order to get to 4 charges, I have to clear the short area 4 times. And I have to take out another party member to do so. But it's kind of hard to do that. So what you have to do at the start of the game, you have to hire the mercenary as like an A group, B group, and C group. And you have to level them all up. So you can have like a A group just go out on the short quest a lot just to farm the purification charges, so your other groups can basically heal their corruption while they are going on the main mission. Basically, that's what you kind of have to do, and that progress is just very tedious and slow and painful. So yeah, that's the way you play the normal mode. The rough floor, the hard mode is just very unfair, so I really suggest don't play that mode. It's just not fun. Very unfair difficulty. Enemy just gets more stronger, and you're not getting stronger. I mean, you are kind of getting stronger, but you're gonna hit the limit very quickly after the second stage. So after that, it's just based on your luck. Because if enemies start with the larger AoE, crowd control, and if the enemy just focus on your squishy target a lot, your run is basically over. So anyway, that's that. So until they fix all the issue and update the game and make the game a bit more playable and enjoyable, then I will come back and check out the game again. But until then, that's gonna be it for this series. Sorry about that. I really wanted to like the game because I really like the enemy design. The art I think is pretty okay. The cover art is really cool. The image of Queen is actually really cool. So I was kind of hoping I get more image like that in game, but unfortunately I haven't found it in game. Yeah, so that's kind of shame really. This game could have been good, you know. This game could have been good. Man, lots of lost opportunity here. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Take care. Bye.